The glittering world of reality television has a unique way of freezing moments in time, turning ordinary people into household names and making millions of viewers feel like silent partners in their deeply personal journeys. For many who have followed the unpredictable landscape of modern romance on screen, certain faces become synonymous with the collective hope of finding a genuine connection amidst a sea of staged grand gestures and fleeting dramatic twists. It is a world built on the premise of the ultimate fairy tale, where the search for a soulmate unfolds under the unyielding glare of cameras and the intense scrutiny of a global audience. Yet, as anyone who has ever watched these televised love stories knows, the real test of a relationship does not happen when the final rose is handed out or when the screen fades to black. The true narrative begins only when the production trucks pack up, the bright studio lights are finally extinguished, and two people are left to navigate the quiet, unscripted realities of everyday life together. It is within those ordinary quiet spaces away from the highly curated drama of primetime television that the most profound human experiences truly take shape, reminding us that the grandest adventures are often the ones that never make it to the airwaves. When we look back at the long history of popular dating shows, only a handful of individuals manage to leave a lasting impression that transcends the temporary fame of their season. They become cultural touchstones because of their perceived authenticity, a rare quality in an environment designed for maximum entertainment and emotional upheaval. Viewers invest their time and emotion into these journeys because, at the core of all the glitz and structured dates, there is a universal human desire to see love win against the odds. We watch strangers' vulnerability open their hearts, risking public rejection for the chance at a lifelong partnership, and in doing so, we find ourselves rooting for their ultimate happiness long after their season has concluded. It is this enduring connection between the audience and the individuals on screen that transforms a simple television participant into someone whose life milestones continue to resonate deeply with the public for years to come. As we dive deeper into this story of unexpected twists, resilience, and profound joy, we invite you to become a permanent part of our community by subscribing to our channel, ensuring you never miss the inspiring updates and heartwarming updates we bring to you every day. The transition from a highly visible public figure to a private individual building a quiet life is rarely seamless. Yet it is a path that some navigate with a remarkable amount of grace and grounding. It requires a deliberate shifting of priorities, moving away from the fleeting validation of fame and toward the enduring substance of family, shared values, and personal growth. For those who manage this transition successfully, the reward is a sense of peace that no amount of television ratings or social media followers can ever replicate. They trade the chaotic energy of public expectation for the steady, comforting rhythm of a shared home, discovering that the most meaningful milestones are not celebrated on a stage, but in the quiet corners of a living room surrounded by the people who know them best. This journey of transformation is precisely what makes the latest chapter in one particular family story so deeply moving for those who have watched it unfold from the very beginning. It is a testament to the idea that the choices we make when the world is not watching are the ones that truly define our destiny and bring our greatest hopes to fruition. In the quiet suburbs far removed from the frantic pace of the entertainment industry, a quiet celebration is currently underway, marking a beautiful new milestone that represents the culmination of years of patience, hope, and unwavering faith. The couple at the center of this celebration has always been open about the highs and lows of their relationship, sharing their triumphs as well as their vulnerabilities with a community that has grown to admire their steadfast commitment to one another. Their story has never been just about the fairy tale beginning, but about the conscious daily effort to build a foundation capable of weathering any storm that life might throw their way. Now, as they prepare to welcome a new presence into their home, they find themselves reflecting on the winding road that brought them to this exact moment of profound gratitude and anticipation. It is a moment filled with the soft rustle of baby clothes, the innocent laughter of a toddler exploring the world, and the quiet, shared glances of two parents who know exactly how precious and fragile these blessings truly are. The air is filled with a sense of renewal and eager anticipation as this family stands on the precipice of a significant transformation, ready to expand their circle of love and embrace the beautiful chaos that comes with a growing household. For anyone who has ever anticipated the arrival of a new family member, the waiting period is a sacred time filled with whispered dreams, careful preparations, and a deep, instinctual shifting of identity. It is a period where the future feels incredibly bright and yet beautifully mysterious, as parents wonder who this new little person will become and how they will reshape the dynamics of the home. For this specific couple, the journey to this moment has been defined by a deep sense of purpose and an adherence to principles that have guided them through every major decision of their lives together. As they look around their home, seeing the tangible signs of the life they have intentionally built, they are acutely aware that every challenge they faced along the way was simply preparing them for the incredible joy that is about to unfold. As the days grow shorter and the anticipation builds for the upcoming holiday season, the couple continues to share glimpses of their daily lives, offering a masterclass in how to maintain a sense of normalcy and gratitude under the watchful eyes of the public. Their ability to remain grounded, focused on what truly matters, and deeply connected to their roots is what keeps their audience so fiercely loyal and invested in their ongoing narrative. This upcoming chapter promises to be their most beautiful one yet, a story of a family expanding not just in numbers but in depth, love, and shared purpose. The quiet anticipation that fills their home is a powerful reminder that the most significant moments in life are often the ones that arrive without fanfare, carrying the quiet promise of a future filled with laughter, unconditional love, and the enduring strength of a family bound together by faith and devotion. The veil of quiet anticipation has finally been lifted, revealing a wave of pure joy that has set social media ablaze and touched the hearts of thousands of followers who have watched this couple's journey evolve. The news came directly from the source, breaking through the digital noise with the unmistakable warmth of a proud father and husband eager to share his family's blossoming happiness. Ben Higgins, the unforgettable 37-year-old former reality star who once captured the nation's attention during the historic 20th season of The Bachelor back in 2016, took to his Instagram account on a peaceful Sunday to deliver the wonderful news. In a caption that beautifully balanced humor, profound gratitude, and deep love, Ben announced to the world that his family is officially growing once again. He expressed a sentiment that immediately resonated with his audience, writing that the world is truly blessed because his wife, Jessica Clarke, is becoming a mother of 2 girls. He added with immense pride that their 17-month-old daughter, Winona, is absolutely thrilled about the prospect of becoming a big sister. Almost simultaneously, Jessica shared the monumental update on her own respective social media account, framing the announcement around a stunning, heartwarming family photograph that captured the pure essence of their current bliss. Her caption brought an extra layer of seasonal excitement to the news, as she enthusiastically revealed to her followers that baby girl number 2 is scheduled to make her grand debut during this upcoming holiday season. The timing adds a layer of magic to the announcement, conjuring up images of winter celebrations, cozy family gatherings, and the ultimate holiday gift arriving just in time to close out the year with unparalleled joy. For a couple that has always kept their followers close to their hearts, this dual announcement felt like an intimate invitation into their home, allowing the public to celebrate a major life milestone that feels entirely earned through patience, love, and a shared vision for their collective future. The announcement was not just a simple text update. It was a carefully curated visual story that showcased the beautiful, ordinary moments of their daily life in the suburbs. Ben included an adorable snapshot of their daughter Winona, affectionately known as Winnie, playing intently with a doll, a subtle and sweet nod to her impending role as an experienced older sibling. Another close-up photo captured the vibrant, healthy toddler sitting in the lush green grass, looking at the world with the innocent curiosity that only a child of her age possesses. To add a light-hearted touch to the emotionally charged announcement, Ben also included a prominent image of their beloved family dog, Waylon. In his characteristic witty style, the proud dad joked that Waylon still carries the heavy, unspoken pressure of carrying on the Higgins family name amidst a household that is rapidly becoming beautifully dominated by strong, loving women. Ben admitted that he personally is completely overwhelmed with immense joy to be experiencing it all, confirming that Higgins girl number 2 is officially coming towards the end of this calendar year to wrap up his deeply touching public note. Ben invoked the timeless wisdom of Jessica's grandmother, quoting a saying that has clearly become a guiding principle for the couple as they navigate the unpredictable waters of family life. When you do certain things happen. This playful yet profound nod to generational wisdom highlights the deep respect the couple holds for their family roots and the traditional values that underpin their entire relationship. The inclusion of these intimate, humorous, and generational details transformed a standard celebrity pregnancy announcement into a deeply relatable human narrative, reminding everyone why Ben Higgins has remained one of the most beloved figures to ever emerge from the reality television universe. The public response was instantaneous, with a massive outpouring of love, congratulations, and shared excitement from fans, friends, and fellow franchise alumni who have watched the couple grow from newlyweds into confident, devoted parents. However, beneath the effortless beauty of these glossy social media photos lies a far more profound and complex story of resilience, vulnerability, and modern medical science. The path to expanding their family was not a simple, straightforward journey, and both Ben and Jessica have been fiercely committed to pulling back the curtain on the realities of conception, breaking down taboos that often leave couples feeling isolated in their struggles. In past public discussions, Jessica has been incredibly open and transparent about her personal fertility issues, bravely sharing with her audience that she had not been ovulating regularly before she became pregnant with their first child. Recognizing the challenges ahead of them, the couple proactively sought medical guidance and ultimately opted for intrauterine insemination, commonly known as IUI. Jessica has described this procedure on her and her husband's popular podcast, Almost Famous, as the critical, hopeful step that couples often take right before transitioning into the more intensive world of in vitro fertilization, or IVF, in a world where fertility struggles are so often suffered in complete silence. Jessica's willingness to speak so candidly about her body and their reproductive choices has been a beacon of hope for countless listeners navigating similar uncertain paths. She openly acknowledged the immense stroke of good fortune they experienced during that first journey, noting that it took them only one single try of the IUI procedure to achieve their dream of pregnancy. While she expressed deep gratitude for how smoothly the process worked for them, she never lost sight of the fact that every fertility journey is entirely unique, often fraught with emotional highs and devastating lows. By sharing her personal process with such raw honesty, she sought to normalize the conversation around fertility assistance, validating the experiences of those who require medical intervention to build the families they so desperately desire. This foundational experience with their firstborn, Winona, who was welcomed into the world in February 2025, undoubtedly shaped the profound sense of awe and reverence they feel now as they prepare for the arrival of their second daughter. Ben has also been incredibly vocal about their intentional approach to family planning, revealing in an August 2024 interview with Us Weekly that their first pregnancy was a result of meticulous planning, deep conversations, and a readiness to face whatever challenges might arise. He explained that they knew they wanted to start a family, but they were acutely aware of the unpredictable nature of the process. Recognizing that they did not know how many steps they would have to take or how much medical help they would ultimately need to enlist. This awareness stemmed from watching their own close circle of friends, many of whom had endured grueling, heartbreaking struggles with infertility. Learning from the lived experiences of those around them, Ben and Jessica made a conscious decision to be mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for a non-traditional path to parenthood. Setting a specific date to begin their journey with open minds and hearts, the tension of that waiting period, the anxiety of medical appointments, and the quiet prayers whispered in the privacy of their home all culminated in the birth of Winona, a moment that Ben described as a complete explosion of love and awe. When reflecting on those first 48 hours of fatherhood, he admitted that his heart felt entirely inadequate to hold the sheer volume of love he felt for both his resilient wife and his newborn daughter. The contrast between the clinical reality of fertility treatments and the overwhelming divine magic of holding a newborn child is a theme that continues to run deep through their family narrative. Now, as they stand on the cusp of experiencing that entire world-altering transition for a second time, the memories of their past struggles and triumphs serve as a powerful anchor, deepening their appreciation for the miracle currently unfolding in Jessica's pregnancy. The narrative of this growing family is one of deliberate choices, unwavering faith, and a willingness to stand in the vulnerability of their truth, creating a beautiful tension that keeps their audience utterly captivated. The profound sense of gratitude that permeates the Higgins household is not a recent development, but rather the continuation of a beautiful philosophy that has defined their marriage since the very beginning. To truly understand the depth of their joy today, one must look back to the cold February morning in 2025 when their first daughter, Winona Elaine Higgins, made her spectacular entrance into the world at exactly 2:53 a.m. In the emotional days immediately following her birth, Ben openly shared that words failed him as he attempted to articulate the monumental shift that had just occurred in his soul. He described a recurring, surreal experience during those first few mornings, waking up in a state of pure disbelief, feeling as though he were trapped in an exquisite dream. Each morning required a deliberate mental reunion with the beautiful reality that he was now officially a husband, a father, and part of a true, unified family. He beautifully noted that life had started completely anew for them, entering a sacred chapter filled with countless moments of lacking the words but feeling an overwhelming, divinely inspired love. This deep reverence for the family unit and the miracle of life is deeply rooted in the foundational choices the couple made long before they ever walked down the aisle. Ben has been notably public about the traditional boundaries they established during their courtship, including their mutual decision to abstain from physical intimacy until their wedding night. On an episode of the Talking It Out podcast, Ben explained that their shared faith in Jesus Christ serves as the absolute foundation and corner of their entire existence. They hold a firm, unwavering belief that intimacy is sacred, a conviction that guided them through their engagement and set a highly intentional tone for their future together. While Ben candidly acknowledged that his own past included different choices before meeting Jessica, he expressed immense respect for the fact that she had held intimacy dear and remained completely steadfast throughout her entire life before marriage. This shared dedication to their core spiritual values created a unique bond of trust and mutual respect, establishing a solid framework that has allowed them to weather the storms of public life and fertility challenges with a remarkable sense of unity. The birth of Winona, and now the eagerly anticipated arrival of their second daughter, represents the beautiful fulfillment of a vision they fought for with patience, medical guidance, and absolute faith. Their willingness to speak openly about these intimate details, from their spiritual boundaries to their reliance on intrauterine insemination, has transformed their personal journey into a source of immense comfort and inspiration for an expansive global community. By pulling back the curtain on the complex realities of modern family planning, they have shown that true strength lies in virility and that the most meaningful achievements in life often require a delicate balance of human effort and spiritual surrender. Their story stands as a refreshing reminder that even in the fast-paced, often superficial world of modern celebrity culture, it is still entirely possible to build a life anchored in timeless principles, genuine devotion, and an unyielding commitment to the well-being of one's family. As Winona grows into her role as a future big sister, the couple is actively preparing their home and their hearts for the beautiful chaos that comes with raising two young children. The transition from parenting a single child to managing a household with two toddlers is a milestone that brings its own unique set of rewards and adjustments. Ben and Jessica are stepping into this next phase with the same deliberate mindfulness that has characterized every other major milestone in their relationship. They are creating an environment where their daughters will grow up surrounded by unconditional love, a strong sense of purpose, and the comforting security of parents who view their family as their absolute greatest achievement. The presence of their loyal dog Waylon continues to provide a touch of lighthearted humor to their daily lives, serving as a constant companion to little Winona as she explores the world around her and prepares for the arrival of her new playmate. The widespread celebrations surrounding this pregnancy announcement highlights the enduring, positive impact that Ben Higgins has maintained within the entertainment landscape. Long after his time on television concluded, he has successfully managed to channel his platform into meaningful endeavors, using his voice to advocate for transparency, mental health, and the importance of strong, supportive relationships. Together with Jessica, he has built a life that feels authentic, relatable, and deeply purposeful, proving that the true measure of a person's journey is not found in the fleeting fame of a television season, but in the lasting legacy they create within the walls of their own home. Their ongoing narrative continues to capture the hearts of viewers because it is a story about the triumph of love, the power of resilience, and the profound beauty that unfolds when two people choose to build a life on a foundation of shared values and unwavering mutual support. As the holiday season approaches, bringing with it the promise of winter celebrations and the highly anticipated arrival of baby girl number 2. The excitement within the Higgins family continues to grow. The upcoming birth marks the beginning of yet another expansive chapter in their lives, an opportunity to watch their family dynamic evolve and to experience the unique bond that exists between sisters. For Ben and Jessica, this moment is a powerful reminder of how far they have come from the early days of their televised romance and the initial uncertainties of their fertility journey. Every challenge they faced, every prayer whispered in the quiet of the night, and every deliberate choice they made along the way has led them to this exact point of absolute fulfillment. They look forward to the future with hearts full of hope.